Greetings, this is Mentor Mike Bridges. Today is Monday, November 19th, 2012, and I just a few seconds ago entered my first short trade of the day. I've hit the first target and the trade is still in progress. In fact, I'm just now drawing the arrow here. Let me tell you briefly what's going on here. I am experimenting with my Camtasia video recording program in preparation for the launch of my new trading room in early 2013. And what I propose to do is to, after I take each trade in real time, I will turn on the video and show the beginning point of the trade, and then pause it. And then when the trade has played out, win or lose, I will turn the video back on and we'll take a look at the outcome, so that I'll have a record of the trades that were taken in real time each day, and people who are contemplating joining the trading room will have an opportunity to see what actually went on, not a replay, but actually went on, and get some idea of what the potential is. So, as you can see today, there was a trade in the pre-market and a trade right at the open. I had some things I had to take care of this morning, so I wasn't here to see those and get in at the appropriate time. So this counter trend trade is my first of the day, and it's based on some divergence that you can see. We have a higher high on the price, lower highs on both MACD and stochastic, and we have a bearish cross on the MACD, which is a potent bearish signal. Plus, we're in the ballpark for the first turning point of the day. Now, we've already hit the first target, waiting on the second. What I'm doing here is I'm trading 3 contracts and using 2 targets, because that's the setup that I would recommend for a beginning trader. And I want to be able to demonstrate what a beginning trader could expect if he or she were to join the trading room. So we're not using the full-on 3-target method that I have been using for the last several weeks, going back to the 2-target, 3-contract method, so that we can see what a more beginner's level could achieve. Now, just to give you a little bit of a preview of coming attractions, one of the things that we'll be doing in the trading room is we'll be checking periodically, usually at the beginning of the day, to see where our turning points are. This was Friday, and we ended on a low, and then the market went up, and we weren't sure if we were going to have a 4 turning point Friday or not. As you can see, the market went higher, and so our first turning point today is obviously a high. And as I say, we are in the window of opportunity for the first turning point. So there's a pretty strong likelihood that that will be a high. And based on the crossing of the MACD, I think there's at least some chance that we're going to go lower. I could have waited until we flipped the parabolic, but I thought I'd be a little more aggressive here. Now, another thing that we're going to have is a 1-minute chart over here, so that we can use it when necessary for spotting those faster entries for times when we have a sideways consolidation or a particular directional trend. It will show us more entries more frequently than the 3-minute chart, but the 3-minute chart will be our basic setup. So we'll have the 13-minute turning point chart to refer to get an idea of what the turning point sequence is likely to be for the day, and then we'll have the 3-minute and the 1-minute for our actual entries. Now, the chart templates are slightly different between these 2 time frames, the 3-minute and the 1-minute. And I'll explain more when we get into it for real, but basically the idea is that the moving averages and the indicators on the 1-minute chart are in pretty much the same absolute location, time-wise and price-wise, as they are in the 3-minute. So that obviously means that the parameters have to be adjusted to that same 3-to-1 ratio. And those of you who are taking my course and joining the trading room will have the actual templates for your use. If you're just joining the trading room, you're kind of on your own, but you can still, of course, follow the trades and enter when I do. In the live trading room, I will give you plenty of notice when I'm about to enter a trade, so that there will be no chance of you missing it. I'm not going to be filling up the airwaves with palaver, however, in between the trades or while we're waiting for a trade to play out. But whenever there's something to do, you will certainly be notified. And you'll also have the opportunity to sort of raise your hand and ask questions. And when we're not occupied with placing an order right at that moment, I'll be happy to answer those questions. Okay, so I'm going to pause this now, and I will come back on whenever there is something more to report relative to this trade. But for you, it will just be a very short pause. Back soon. Well, I'm back again, and what happened was we got stopped out. We did hit that first target, and then the market spiked up and stopped us out, so we got the minimum amount of profit covered by our automatically moving stop there, which is a whopping $7. However, this thing may turn around. You'll notice that our MACDs on both the 1-minute over here on the left and our 3-minute is still bearish. Histograms are still below 0 and whatnot. Consequently, when our 1-minute stochastic turns around, there's the possibility that this thing may continue to drop. And we may see the white moving average finally get below the red here. So if that happens, we'll take another shot at the downside, because I think there's bound to be at least one turning point here before too long. So we've got $7 under our belt with our 3-contract, 2-target setup here. Let's see how much more we can get. I'll be back at you when there's more to report. Okay, quite a bit of time has elapsed here, and not much has happened. As you can see, the price went a little bit higher, but we had some mixed signals because the MACD remained bearish. Histogram was below the 0 line. But I've just gotten short here within the last few seconds, and I did it based on the fact that our longer stochastic on the 3-minute is below 50%, and we have a bearish cross on the 1-minute. So I'll get back with you when there's more to report. Okay, a few minutes have elapsed here, and as you can see, the trade has started to sell off. We just hit the first target, and the automated stop has moved to protect the trade. So with a little bit of luck, we'll go on and hit the second target as well, but time will tell. Okay, so I will be back at you when I have more to report. Okay, just a few seconds ago, we hit our second target, and I have extended the arrow appropriately, and now you can see that our score is up to $164 today. Now, let me blow this up real quick. Again, to reiterate, we had 2 very good trades earlier today, and it's not that I was sitting here and missed the signals. If I'd been here, I definitely would have seen them, but I had some other things I had to do. So, as you can tell from the rallies here, these would have been sufficient to hit both targets. So if we had really taken all of them, we'd be probably around $450 right now instead of just 160. But, that happens sometimes. In any event, this is all occurring in real time. I'm not running the tape the whole time because there's not much to see in between sessions here when I turn it on and off. But I will continue to show you any additional trades that we take. Okay. Until next time. Okay, some time has elapsed now, and I just entered a long trade based on the fact that we're just inches away from a bullish cross on the 3-minute MACD, and we've already got the cross on the 1-minute. So I think there's a good chance that this thing's going to keep going higher, and we'll see. So I'll be back at you when I have more to report. Okay, I'm back, and we've hit the first target and moved the stop, and now the issue is whether we're going to make it to the next one or get stopped out. I'm betting we're going to keep going, but we'll see. I'll be back at you when I know more. Okay, I am back, and that trade has now completed itself, and we hit our second target. So with the 3 trades that were actually taken, we made $321. Not bad for a beginning account. Now, if I'd actually been around to take those first 2, we would have had about twice that amount. So that's obviously a more respectable score, but 321 isn't bad. And I'm going to wait till the market has done its first time out here at 115, and I've made my copy, my image file of the chart in its finished form. Those of you who use NinjaTrader undoubtedly got the notice about the change in the trading hours for CME equity products, and I know I was pretty confused about that, so I corresponded with my broker Trenton Kimino at Global Futures, and he explained to me how it works. So before I sign off today, I'll give you the rundown on what's going on with that if you're wondering what the final scoop is. Okay, so I'll be back at you in a few. Okay, what we used to consider the day session would normally be ending right now, but some changes have been made. Those of you who use NinjaTrader undoubtedly got the little announcement saying that there's different trading hours now in the Chicago Mercantile Exchange with regard to the equity index products, which of course includes our beloved S&P here. So basically what happens is trading halts at 1:15 p.m. Pacific time, just as it always did, and then it resumes trading again 15 minutes later at 1:30. However, previously, when the market resumed trading at 1:30, that was considered to be the start of the next trading day. So, in other words, today is Monday. When the market starts up again at 1:30 in about 14 minutes, that would technically be the start of the Tuesday trading day. Well, that's not quite what happens. When it starts up again at 1:30, it trades for an additional 45 minutes, and then it stops again at 2:15 Pacific time. And when it stops then, that is the end of Monday. It stays closed for another 15 minutes, and when it reopens at 2:30 Pacific time, that is considered to be the beginning of the next trading day. So in other words, the day session actually has an extra 45 minutes tacked onto it, and it's separated at either end by 2 15-minute breaks. So it's kind of crazy, and it doesn't make any sense at all. But now, as you know, there's a difference in the margin requirements between day trading and position trading. So I have been informed by reliable sources that you can now hold a day trading position up to the second close, up to 2:15 p.m. Pacific time, and you're still considered to be all in the same trading day. You can't hold the position over the 15-minute period from 2:15 to 2:30, or you will have to pony up the full overnight margin. So it's crazy, and time will show us whether there's any change in the volume and volatility, but generally speaking, the hour or so right after the close of the day session has historically been one of the deadest times in the market and not particularly a good time to try to trade. I don't really see that changing much. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm sticking to the original schedule. I will be finishing my trading day at or prior to 1:15 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm not going to worry about that extra 45 minutes. But if you were confused by that announcement, and believe me, I was, that's what it is. So we stop at the regular time, and for all intents and purposes, that should be the end of our trading day. Then there's a 15-minute break, and then the market comes back for 45 minutes, and that's still considered to be the same trading day. Then it stops again, and it's closed for 15 minutes, and when it reopens that time, that's considered the new trading day. So we have this little chunk of the day session that's sort of tacked on at the end there, but I don't think it's really going to affect how we do anything. So that's the story there. Now, just a quick recap of today. We made $321, and that's after commissions, and my commissions are probably higher than yours because I have a corporate CTA account, and they nick me for that reason. We did miss two very good trades here at the beginning. These yellow arrows indicate good trades that we didn't take, and it wasn't that I was sitting here and didn't see the signals. I was just not at my post because I had other things I had to do today. But as you can see, these were two very good trades, very obvious red, white, and blue alignment. So had I been here, we definitely would have caught them. And if we had, we would have hit both targets, and each of these would have been worth about 150 bucks, 300 bucks total. So we would have had almost double what we ended up with if we'd been around to take every trade. And of course, when we start the actual trading room, I will make sure that I am here for all of the time that we're open, and I will schedule my breaks only at the appropriate times when we can get away with that without any problems. So sorry we missed these, and I'm going to hopefully do some more of these video previews so that you folks will get a better feel for what you can expect if you decide to join the trading room. And we've got some webinars coming up in the next few weeks that will be dedicated to explaining completely how it's all going to work and what it's going to cost and all that kind of good stuff, and recommendations as to platforms, chart templates, brokers, all the kind of things that you probably have questions about. So thank you very much for giving me your kind attention, and I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye-bye for now.